My first deer was very memorable.
I climbed up in the very top of a pine tree.
I looked down below.
Then I saw something move
20 yards from me.
He gets about right there and
Pulled the trigger. I could feel my heart pounding.
and put him on the tailgate of the truck and drove him around town. But I've never had one that meant anything
I
more
know
to
it.
me than
I
that
know it.
deer.
Make versus country.
your country.
My main concern here is helping Mike to discover whitetails. You know, he's been photographing them a lot, but he's only hunted them a few times, and I don't think he's ever taken one.
I grew up in eastern Wyoming, so I've spent my childhood mule deer hunting. So I've always wanted to hunt white-tailed deer and just never had the opportunity.
Mike, he asked if I would guide for him, and I said I'd be honored to guide for him.
The Upper Ruby River runs through southwestern Montana, creating a lush oasis for elk, mule deer, pronghorn, and whitetails. The river valley is nestled in among rugged mountain ranges that jut upwards of 10,000 feet. Upper Canyon Outfitters appears like a mirage in this rough country. Surrounded by wilderness both beautiful and unforgiving, the ranch offers unexpected luxury to dog-tired hunters who filter in at the end of the day.
We're here in Montana where Whitetail Revolution is hunting with Mike Barlow, artist, photographer, sculptor, Wyoming, Montana native, country boy who loves to hunt. I met Mike several years ago and when we were both wildlife photographers, and we've always wanted to get together for a hunt. Now we've got the opportunity right here in Montana. Can you believe this country for whitetail hunting? This is outstanding.
I didn't have a whole lot of time to do my hunt. I just had a couple of days. I showed up at the ranch and Jake and Donna took good care of me. Jake said he knew of a good spot where the whitetail were moving, so we just immediately went out to that spot.
He's got a nice thick neck on him. Yeah, he's a nice mature deer, at least a 3-year-old. He's a nice buck, but it's certainly no fully mature monster. Okay, he's got a 1-inch, maybe 2-inch brow tine on the right. Yeah. Just a tiny bump on the left. Boy, he's got a nice thick neck though.
It's nice having Ron Spomer there. He's a very experienced whitetail hunter. He knows a lot about whitetail deer and all about guns, ammunition, ballistics, and everything. He's just a wealth of knowledge, and it was a lot of fun spending a few days in camp with Ron.
When you're out hunting like this, you get a lot of inspiration for your bronzes.
Oh, I do, yeah. You know, it's kind of neat, especially these whitetail. They're so graceful.
So do you spend a lot of hours out studying them?
Yeah, you just about have to. You got to spend days and days and days. Be real patient.
I just don't understand how you can capture that life. You know, when you look at one of your bronzes, it just, you know, you just have the essence of the spirit of the animal or something. How do you do that?
I don't know. I guess it just takes a lot of time. You got to spend a lot of time in the field.
Do you use reference photographs too?
I do. I use reference for photographs, but the best reference is life.
Oh yeah.
Being able to see the animal, especially in this natural environment like this.
I love to stalk and still hunt. The brush was awfully thick for still hunting, but we still got pretty close to some good animals just by easing through those dense, thick willow patches down on the bottom, right against the river. But I think our biggest success was, you know, as you could anticipate, more long-range things, watching bucks come out of those willows across the hayfields and taking shots anywhere from 100 to 300 yards.
They're chasing these does. It's getting later in the afternoon. The does are going to be coming out to feed, and if the does come out to feed, the bucks are going to be with them. So
okay,
what I think we'll do is I'll set you guys up on the edges of some fields. Okay. and we'll see what happens from there. Okay. If I see a good one way down the field, I can still crawl over to him, can I? If you can get in there, by God, do it. All right, yeah, I don't like to sit and wait for him to come in. It's hard, it's hard. Let's go back over here and we'll kind of see if anything's out in the field, and that kind of determine where we're going. All right. You see right out there on that point of that little island of trees right there? Yeah. You're going to set just a little bit inside there. Okay. And then keep your eye up on that mountain up there. And also right along this other side here, right in that timber, there's a fence line. You can just barely see it right there. Okay. Just a barbed wire fence. They'll either walk along there, and then a lot of times they'll jump it or climb under it and come over here. There's an irrigation ditch right there. They'll get down in there, but they're pretty leery, so they're not going to be standing out in the open a lot. All right. So just keep your eye open and don't move around. I can't tell you how much not to move around. They're just pretty wary.
They're up in that timber a lot of times.
Oh, all the time. Okay. They'll bed down in there and they'll come down here and to feed. Okay. So. Sounds good. All right. Very good. So don't be afraid to shoot a whitetail, okay?
Thanks, Jake.
Okay, buddy. Sure.
I think the best way to capture the spirit of a white-tailed deer is working from life. It is spending time with the animal, watching how it moves, watching how it reacts with other deer, watching how it flees from a hunter, and really watching the animal in its own environment.
Oh, we got 2 does now anyway. They're looking up the hill. I wonder what they're looking at. Something's got their attention. There's a little buck up there. Well, we got the does, we got the little bucks. There's only one thing left to see. That's really pretty. Oh, over the fence.
I want to make sure the bone structure shows. It's always challenging to make clay look like either bone or muscle. You want to be able to separate the two. Parts of a deer are real soft, parts of a deer are real hard.
There he is. There's the buck. There he is. There he is.
I think that it's important for somebody who's buying one of my sculptures to know that I'm a hunter, because number one, they're going to know that I'm spending a lot of time out in the field with that animal, really getting to know that animal and getting a relationship going with that animal.
Just come along the fence. Come along the fence. Oh man. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, wait till he stops. Wait till he stops. It's just unbelievable. We've been sitting here for 2 hours, freezing cold, and we did it.
Man, how about that?
Hey, that is a dandy.
Isn't that exciting?
5x5.
5x5. Boy, he's a beautiful buck. He really is.
Golly.
I'll tell you what,
he's not that old of a buck, and he's got a good set of good rack.
No, he's a scrapper though. Look at that. He's been doing some serious fighting.
He had that other ear, both of them ears are split. This one's really split here.
Oh yeah, and he's doing some serious rubbing.
By golly, I think my man
You are
scored.
just in time to drag this deer out for me. How about that?
No, I was going to wait a little bit longer.
How about that? Ain't he a dandy?
Boy, he's a nice one.
Nice 5x5.
Tight little 5x.
Yeah.
Look at that velvet nose on him, man.
Well, he went down pretty hard, I'll tell you what, and then he just ran right into that fence. I didn't know how far he was going, but...
And you're going to work some clay on him tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to see what I can do with this guy.
I want to see you convert this into...
Make a little sculpture of this guy.
Yeah, that'll be wild. See him.
All right.
Turn him into art.
Okay, Ron, get back here and help us. Just kidding.
Oh, it feels so heavy. Oh, come on, boy.
One more leg, Jake, and we're there.
All right, buddy, I hope you pull some.
I think I live in the perfect place to sculpt North American big game animals. Here in Montana, we have such a variety, and it's right there at my fingertips, right at my doorsteps. That really helps me as far as being able to step out my front door and just mesh right in there with my subjects.